Okay, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about salary transparency in job postings. We're going to be talking about the new laws that have come out in the last year, as well as what they mean for you and what they could mean for your organization. So I'm David Lorenzen. I'm an executive recruiter with South Coast Partners. We specialize in the real estate industry. And what we're discussing today could affect people in any industry. But we're talking about salary transparency in job postings. And so a new law that has come out in the last year is from Colorado. And the law is titled, and this comes from the National Law Review. Now I will put a link to all of the sources here in the YouTube channel, so you can go there if you want to get all the sources that we discuss here today. But this is from the National Law Review, and it says Colorado's Equal Pay for Equal Work Act went into effect on January 1st of 2021. The act creates significant compliance burdens for employers with even one employee in Colorado. In fact, the act is the only law in the United States to require employers to post compensation and benefit information for each job posting for Colorado jobs, and internally post promotional opportunities to current Colorado employees on the same day and sufficiently in advance of promotional decisions. Furthermore, it says these unprecedented posting requirements have come under challenge. In December of 2020, the Rocky Mountain Association of Recruiters, RMAR, filed a lawsuit in the U.S. District Court for the District of Colorado against the Colorado Department of Labor and Employment, CDLE, alleging the law's transparency requirements and associated regulations are unconstitutional. On May 27, 2021, the court denied RMAR's request for a preliminary injunction to stop the CDLE from enforcing the law's posting requirements. Specifically, the court held the requirements to post promotional opportunities and include information in job posts do not violate the Dormant Commerce Clause or the First Amendment because they do not unduly burden interstate commerce. They do not unduly burden interstate commerce or commercial speech. So again, this new Colorado law, Equal Pay for Equal Work Act, does two things. Number one, requires employers in Colorado with even one employee to post compensation and benefit information with each job posting for Colorado jobs. And number two, it requires internally post promotional opportunities to current Colorado employees on the same day and sufficiently in advance of promotion decisions. Now here they included some questions, and the first question is, are there any exceptions to the requirement to promotional opportunity notification requirement? It says yes. The CDLE identifies three very narrow exceptions to the promotional posting requirements. Number one, a need for confidentiality exists as the promotional opportunity is to replace an incumbent employee and the incumbent is not aware that he or she is being separated. Number two, there is an automatic consideration for promotion after a trial period within 1 year based on a written representation. And number three, the position is temporary, acting or interim, lasting less than 6 months. The other question that was posed here is, what are the potential consequences of non-compliance with the Act's provision? The answer is the law provides for fines of $500 to $10,000 per violation. Per failure, i.e. per failure to disclose a compensation range for each covered job posting. And the CDLE may issue an order to an employer to comply with the law. The CDLE is moving full speed ahead in investigating potential non-compliance, and employers may want to stay abreast of their obligations under the law. Another source here discusses other states that have enacted or starting to enact some salary transparency laws. And this is from news.Bloomberg Law. It says Maryland and California have laws that require companies to provide compensation ranges to applicants upon request, and more efforts have been proposed. Democratic lawmakers in several states, including Connecticut, Indiana, Massachusetts, South Carolina, and Virginia, this year have filed measures to require companies to provide salary information for jobs in hiring and for current workers to access. So those are some of the new laws that have started or currently being in place. I know you may say, yes, that's just for Colorado. But a lot of these laws, if you've been following this kind of work in the last 5 years, there was a law that banned asking for salary history from candidates. And it started in one state, and now it's in over 25 states. So yes, you may say that's Colorado's the only state right now, but there's also a new trend, and it may not even be new, but there is a trend, and a lot of companies are hiring folks now for this type of work, and it's a great thing. I think it's a great thing. But diversity, equity, and inclusion. Every industry is hiring folks and discussing how and ways to better have equality across the board. And one of those is salary transparency in job postings. So if you're outside of Colorado, I wanted to discuss this especially with you because the question is, what are we going to do about it? Are we going to be proactive or are we going to be reactive? Are we going to talk to our legal teams now and be ready? Or even start posting salary ranges or salary and benefit information on job postings if we're not already? And along those lines, I wanted to discuss some effective tips maybe or information at least on posting salary on a job posting. Last week I did a poll, and the poll actually had 350 votes. I know that may seem small, but I was expecting 50 votes and we got 350, so excuse me. But the poll did get 350 votes. And the question for the poll was, if a job posting for a position and company you want has a salary of $100K and your current salary is $115K, then would you still apply? 57% of the people said yes, but 43% said no. That's over 150 people would not apply to that job, even though it was a position and a company they wanted because of the salary. So if you are posting wrong information on your job posting, then almost half of the people will not even apply. You won't get the resume, you won't get a chance to interview them, you won't even get a chance to talk with them if you have the wrong salary information on the job posting. So it is very important with the new laws and what you post. The other, there's certain words that you can use too. You can use a range, but you can use up to a certain amount or starting from a certain amount. But it is very important. And another study along the lines of job posting is from Glassdoor. Glassdoor says that they did a study that money is the #1 motivator for 67% of job seekers and employees looking elsewhere for career opportunities, according to a survey of 1,100 workers and job seekers. When asked what would make them more likely to apply for a job, respondents said attractive benefits and perks. Another study from Smart Recruit Online says that when job ads include a salary range in them, they get over 30% more applicants. Furthermore, UK career portal JobSite found that drop-off rates for job adverts without salary details are between 25 and 35%. So if you're a company that is hiring for the same type of job, like say you're hiring for an accountant in Atlanta, Georgia, and you post a job that does not have a salary range in it, even if your state doesn't have that law, similar to Colorado, if everybody else is posting a salary range, then you're going to get 30% less applicants for that job right now. And this is not a new subject, but there are new laws. So now, as a disclaimer, I am not a legal expert. I'm not an attorney, so please consult with your legal counsel or your legal team. I am an executive recruiter that specializes in the real estate industry, but this is very important to my career and my position and how I can help my clients and help the people that I place in new jobs. And so if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Please comment below on your thoughts on these new laws and what organizations can do to prepare. I know that salary is not the only factor, but it is a major factor. And of course, bonuses and location and perks and all of those things are important. But this video was specifically designed for job postings and how it might affect that in salary transparency. So thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of it. And I hope you have a great day.